My new manager stole my ideas for 6 months until I gave her one that got her fired. Bethany started as my manager in March. By April, I wanted to throw my laptop through a window. She had this thing where she'd ask me about projects in our one-on-ones, take detailed notes, then present my exact ideas in the executive meeting 2 days later. Word for word. The first time it happened, I thought maybe I misunderstood. Maybe she was just sharing team updates. But then she did it again and again. The third time, I sat in that conference room and watched her present my entire marketing strategy for the product launch. She even used the same Barnes & Noble example I told her. My stomach dropped when the VP said, "Bethany, this is brilliant work." She smiled. "Just doing my job." I tried talking to her after. "Hey, that strategy we discussed? I was hoping to present that myself." She tilted her head. "What strategy?" "The one you just pitched, with the Barnes & Noble partnership idea?" "Oh, sweetie, I've been working on that for weeks, but I appreciate your input during our chats." My hands were shaking. She was gaslighting me. In May, I started documenting everything. I'd email her my ideas before our one-on-ones. Paper trail, timestamps, proof. She stopped responding to emails, started asking me to just chat in person instead. I brought it to HR, showed them my emails, my notes. They nodded sympathetically. "We'll look into it." 2 weeks later, nothing changed. Bethany presented my customer retention program, took full credit, got a $3,000 bonus. I couldn't breathe when I heard. I'd worked nights on that program, skipped my sister's birthday dinner. My chest hurt so bad I thought I was having a heart attack. I tried working harder. If I made myself indispensable, maybe someone would notice. I stayed until 9 p.m. every night. Came in on Saturdays, volunteered for everything. Bethany loved it. More ideas to steal. June was worse. I pitched a partnership with local gyms to cross-promote our fitness app. She took it to the board. They approved a $47,000 budget. Her name was on the proposal, not mine. I cried in my car for an hour, called my mom. She said, "Quit. You deserve better." But I couldn't. I had student loans, rent, and something in me refused to let Bethany win. That's when I decided to stop playing defense. Our next one-on-one was July 9th. I came prepared. "I've been thinking about our target demographic," I said. "What if we pivot to seniors, like people over 75? She leaned forward, taking notes. "Go on." "We could rebrand the app entirely. Make it about extreme sports for retirees. Skydiving, bungee jumping. The tagline could be, 'It's never too late to break your hip.'" I said it with a straight face. She wrote it all down. "That's bold." "I've done research," I lied. "Seniors are an untapped market for high-risk activities. How would we market this?" "Billboards in retirement communities. Maybe sponsor a nursing home parkour league." She nodded. Actually nodded. "This could be disruptive." I bit the inside of my cheek to keep from laughing. Totally disruptive. The executive meeting was July 16th. I wasn't invited. I never was. But my coworker David texted me from the conference room. "Bethany is pitching something insane." My heart pounded. I waited. 20 minutes later, David called. "She just proposed rebranding to target seniors with extreme sports." The CEO's face went purple. "What happened?" He asked if she was joking. She said no. Showed a full presentation. Had mock-ups of old people on skateboards. The CMO walked out. I closed my eyes. Tried not to smile. David kept going. "The CEO asked who approved this. Bethany said it was her independent research. He asked why she'd waste company time on something so idiotic. She tried to backtrack but just made it worse. Is she fired? Effective immediately. Security's walking her out right now." I hung up. Walked to the bathroom. Looked at myself in the mirror. My reflection was grinning. 30 minutes later, the CEO called me into his office. My legs barely worked. "I need to understand something," he said. "Bethany's been here 4 months. In that time, our marketing revenue increased 23%. But according to IT, she barely touched her computer. You, however, have been working 60-hour weeks." My throat tightened. "Sir, I pulled your emails. Every idea she pitched came from you first. Every single one. Why didn't you say something?" "I tried. HR said they'd look into it." He rubbed his face. "HR dropped the ball. I'm sorry. Bethany's gone. And you're the new marketing manager. $15,000 raise. Effective today." I couldn't speak. He stood up, shook my hand. "Also, that seniors extreme sports idea? Worst pitch I've ever heard, but it got my attention." I started my new job the next Monday. Found a framed poster in my office. Bethany had left it behind. It said, "Success is about working smarter, not harder." I kept it in the supply closet for 6 months, just to remind me.